Yes, in the last class we have seen about anagrams and panagrams. So now we'll see the hackerrank questions. Okay, that is Java anagrams. You can search for this word Java anagram in the hackerrank and you will get this question. And where to search you already know. It is this in this place you have to search. Okay. So what they're telling? They're telling that okay, there are two strings. Okay, how many strings? Two strings. So anagram means two strings. I hope you remember, right? A. In the A there are two lines. So two input. In panagram P there is only one line. So one input. Okay, so there are two strings A and B. Okay, they are called anagrams if they contain all the same letters in the same frequencies. What is frequency? Okay, for example, the anagrams of cat are: cat is act, tac, TCA, ATC, CTA. Now CTA doesn't have a meaning, right? It doesn't have to have a meaning. It doesn't have to be in the dictionary. Okay, you don't have to think like that. It doesn't have to have meaning, just rearrangement of letters. Okay, fine. So that's it. You have to tell whether these are anagram or not. If they are anagram, what you have to tell? You have to tell anagrams. Can you see here sample input and output? Input is these two strings. What's the output? Your sample output is anagrams. Okay, so only A is in uppercase and rest all of them are lowercase. If it is not anagram, N is in uppercase, here A is in uppercase. It's not anagram, it's anagrams. Why it is very important? Because exactly you have to print. Now the problem what people will do is they will write like this. What is the sample input here? ANA, GRAM. So what we'll do, we will write the code from the scratch. Okay. So before that we will see the constraint. Remember, constraint is very important. Okay, it's very important because that will tell you what to use, what not to use. Okay. So they are telling that string length of A and of B will be greater than 1 and will be less than 50. Okay, you don't have to again check is it greater than 1 and less than 50. No, they are guaranteeing you that. Okay, so constraint means they are guaranteeing you the string length of A and B, it will be less than 1 and greater than 50. Did they tell string length of A and B will be equal? No, they are not told, right? Yes. Next constraint, string A and B consist of English alphabetic characters. It contains what? English alphabetic character. Did they tell lowercase? No. Did they tell uppercase? No. Okay, they have not told anything like that. So they just told English alphabetic characters. One thing. Did they tell numbers will be there? No. Alphabetic characters are A to Z only. Special characters won't come, numbers won't come, spaces won't come. I hope it is clear. So if spaces are not there, we should not use that program to remove spaces. Without space also we can write. Because space is only not there, what will remove? Next, the comparison should not be case sensitive. This is a little difficult, right? This is difficult to understand. So what they are telling is the comparison, okay? Or that comparison should not be case sensitive. Now if I write, let's say here, character A, is it equal to character A? Is it equal? No, right? Why? Because it is case sensitive. Both are A, but their cases are sensitive. So uppercase A is not equal to lowercase a. So it is case sensitive. Okay. Now what they're telling, comparison should not be case sensitive. Now it is case sensitive, so this condition is false, right? Because it is case sensitive, A is not equal to A. This condition, if I check, if I check like this, if of, it will tell false. Why? Because it is case sensitive. If I tell not case sensitive, if I write A is equal to A, if I ask like this, right? Here what I am doing, I am ignoring the case. If I ignore the cases, yes, A is equal to A, right? I am ignoring the case. That's what they are trying to tell you. Okay, even if it's uppercase A and lowercase a, don't make it as case sensitive, make it as case insensitive. Okay, so this is what they are asking, which means, don't you think first of all I have to convert all of them to lowercase or all of them to uppercase? All of them should be in the same case. Okay, that is what you have to do. That is fine. Okay, I think we have understood this. Then let's see some example here. Okay, so for anagram, here how many A's are there? 2 A's are, no, 3 A's. Here also 3 A's. Fine. How many N's? 1 N. Here also 1 N. Okay, G, 1 G. R, 1 R. But can you see here there are 2 M, but here there is only 1 M. So it is case insensitive. Okay. So sample input and output. Can you see here they have given an uppercase and lowercase example also. So H in uppercase and lowercase, no problem, it's an anagram. It's not anagrams, okay, sorry. That's what you have to print. Everything is done, you have understood, everything is okay. So one option is to write the code not from the scratch but from their inbuilt method, right? That will do little later. As of now, I want to delete everything. I'll control and okay, I will delete now. Okay, I have deleted. Even though I have deleted, it is not deleted. Why? Right? Yes. Even though I have deleted, it is not deleted. Why? Because if you can see, this line wherever my cursor is, it is pure white. But if you see a little above, it is somewhat grayish, and if you see somewhat below in the main method, it is also somewhat grayish. What does it mean? The code is locked. The code is locked. It means that if I type something here, it is not typing at all because you can't modify that. Okay, you can't modify that. Which means above this class, I'll try to modify. I am not able to modify that also. I hope it is clear. So you can't modify. So what you can do modification, okay, is something in between this only. Now, after this public static void main, okay, okay. So this is the place where you have to do it. Okay. Now what is happening? Always control comes to the main method first. When the control is coming to the main method, let's see what's happening here. Scanner system.in, but scanner is not there in a lang package, so that is why they have imported java.util.scanner. They have imported. So scan.next, first string you are taking, you are giving it to whom? String A. Now most of the beginners, what they will do, they will think that a sample input is anagram, so they will copy that anagram and they will only give the anagram. See what people will do, they will write here, string. I can't write there, so I'll write it here. People will normally write like this: string A is equals to anagram, like this. People will write, beginners will write like this, because what they will think, that you have to do code only for this input, only for this. It's not like that. It's a sample input. There are n number of inputs. Okay, if this is the input, this should be the output, or if this is the input, this should have. So input will keep on changing. If input has to change, don't you think if you write a program like this, whatever input is, don't think manually you are always giving anagram. If I execute this program 100 times also, anagram is given to string A. I don't want that to happen. Anagram should not be given to string A. The input from the user should be given to string A, and input from the user will keep on changing. That is why we have to take using the scanner. I hope it is clear. So that's why we are using scan.next, because both the strings I am taking from the user. Each and every time a new string for a new input, new output will be there. Okay, don't worry about scan.close. Okay, don't worry about that, no problem. After that, what is happening here? Don't you think is anagram is method is called? Yes, this is a method. Method is called, and you're passing two parameters. What is that? You called a method is anagram. You're passing string A and string B, which means is anagram is a method. Let me write it here. Did we define it yet? No, we have not defined it. So it is my duty to define it now. I'll tell is anagram is a method. You are passing two things, A and B. I'll write here string S, okay, string S, comma, string T. That's what I'll tell. Okay, that's it, like this I'll tell. Now maybe your question is, should I write S and T only? What will happen if I write A and B? No problem. If you write A and B, okay, this is a separate A and B, and this is a separate A and B. Why? This A and B is declared where? Inside the main method. So only main method knows what is A and B. When you write string A and B here, don't you think A is defined inside the is anagram method? So only is anagram knows what is A and B. Okay, even though the names are same, the persons are different. It's like I am Dheeraj in this home, and there is a Dheeraj in the neighbor's home also. So names are same, but the persons are different, the values are different, right? Yes, in the same case here. So here what you have to understand is, when you tell A, see, very important thing you have to understand, when you tell string A is equal to next, okay, don't think A is not a string, okay. A doesn't contain the string object. A contains the reference of the string object, okay. So when you tell A here, see, object is not passed. What is passed? Okay, the reference is passed. Okay, the reference is passed. So A is passed from here. That reference is collected in this string. Yes. Okay. And B object is not passed. You can't pass an object there. You can pass a reference of an object. Two things. So now don't you think I am collecting it in RET? RET. So it's a variable. RET is a variable. What type? Boolean type. So this method's return type, I have to tell it's Boolean type. Boolean type it. Boolean type. Okay, fine. Boolean type. And one more thing, that is from the static. If you call another method, did I use dot operator here? No, it's better to give static. Okay, it's always better to give static. So I'll tell static here. Always write static. So that is done. So I have to write here, I have to write a program to check it whether it is anagram or not. So first of all, spaces are not there. First thing I have to check, what is that? If s dot length, right? If s dot length, okay, if it is not equal to t dot length, okay, if it is not equal at all, then you directly return what? Return false, right? Okay, return false. Now you are thinking, should we give brackets like this? Should we give brackets? Okay. It's not required, for this if condition, I told you right in the beginning of the class, if there is only one statement, then no need to give brackets. Okay, you can skip it, you can directly write like this, but remember to give indentation here, okay, like this indentation. So if s dot length and t dot length are not matching, then it definitely not anagram, return false until, okay. Then after this, if this condition is false, right, if the condition, imagine if s dot length and t dot length are same, if they are same, the if condition is false. So it will come below. This condition will not execute and it will come below here. When it comes below, okay, what should I tell? I want to convert both of them to either lowercase or uppercase. Let me convert to lowercase. I'll tell my new s is equal to old s dot to lowercase. Okay, to lowercase. Same thing I'll copy and paste for t also. Both are converted to lowercase. Now I want to sort them. To sort them, I have to first convert to arrays. So I'll tell s dot to char array. Okay, s dot to char array. S dot to char array. Which array? So it will give me one array. I have to collect it in AR. Okay, one dimensional array of the type char. Whatever I have done here, I will be copying this and I will be telling it for the string t. So t also you convert to char array, I am telling. Okay, so it is br here. Okay, so I converted ar and br. Now I want to sort it. So arrays dot sort I will tell. Okay, which array ar you sort, not only ar. Okay, arrays dot sort. Okay, one more, that is br. Both ar and br you sort them. After sorting both ar and br, now it should be exactly same. So I'll tell if condition, right? If arrays dot equals method is there, equals method. If ar comma br means if ar and br are same, if it is equal, okay, then return true. Return true, I'll tell. For this if there is one else, okay, there is one else. And I've told you no need to write else part also. Here I have to tell, okay, return false. This is what I have to tell. Let's see now. Everything is done, right? So now let's imagine if true is returned. So you are returning true or false. That true or false, don't you think is collected by RET? Now you think here, if RET is true, don't you think this is a ternary operator which I taught you already? So true means the first value is given, false means the second value is given to the print statement. Okay, so if RET is true, the first value anagram is given to print statement. Yes, if true means print anagram. If it is false, if RET value is false, false means I told you the second value is given. The second value is not anagram, so false means not anagram. I'll first run the code. Okay, I'll first run the code. Let's see what problem will happen. So compilation error. Why? It cannot find symbol s and t. It doesn't know what is t. Let's see why. Okay. Okay. I have told string b, right? Okay. Let me make string t only. You see, you told b. Okay. There was a b, and you are telling t here. Tell me, in this method, is there any t you have declared? You have not told string t. That's why it was error. Even though string b was in main method, it was not able to find it. Okay, it's all core Java topic. Please watch Durgasoft core Java video. Okay, so as I have saved it again, I'll run the code. Let's see. So what it is telling, I cannot find symbol arrays. Yes, I told you, right? If you are using arrays, you have to import. Why? Because it is present in util package. So let's try to import now. Okay, let's try to import. So I'll write here import. Okay, even if I'm typing, why it is not getting updated? As I told you, this code is locked. Okay, this is locked here, which means you can't import. Okay, you can't import because this section is already locked. Now you are thinking, sir, no problem, I'll import here. Hey, you can't write import here and all. Import has to be done above the class. Okay, it has to be done above the class, not inside a class. So I can't do import. So definitely tell me, can I use inbuilt method now? Arrays.sort was an inbuilt method. Now you can't use inbuilt method. You have to manually write your own sort method, which I'll be teaching you after some days. Okay, how to write selection sort and bubble sort, this I'll be teaching you. So that logic you can apply it here. But for now, I'll be teaching you a trick where even they don't allow in the code, you can use an inbuilt. Okay, see the concept is very simple of importing. Okay, imagine, I hope you know about contact, right? VCF files, contact files. When you're changing your phone, okay, you want the contact to be gone to, yes. So let's imagine that if I have already imported everything, I have all the contacts with me. If I have all the contacts with me, import has to be done how many times? Only once I have done importing. All the contacts I have imported only once. After importing once, don't think all the contacts are readily available for me. Whatever contact I want, I can scroll and I can click directly and I can call. Agree? This is the use of importing. Importing means the numbers are readily there. Okay, numbers are readily there and I can click the number, directly call. Now if you are not imported, you have this is your old phone and this is your new phone. Okay, in your new phone you have previously you have imported, so directly you can click and call. But now you are not imported. Let's imagine if you are not imported, there is no option of importing, right? Then what is the manual way? Don't you think the manual way is whenever you want to call someone, you have to open the screen, you have to go to the number, you have to type the number, each and every time you have to type the number, then you have to call. Agree? That option is also there here. Okay, one option is import, and whatever you have done in phone, the same option is there here. Okay, manually for each and every number, each and every time you have to open the contact and you have to type the number. Agree or not? Each and every time. Same thing like that here also. Each and every time. Okay, I have to tell where is this you are getting arrays from. If you import, it understand you are getting arrays from the util package, but it doesn't know now. So every time I have to tell this arrays. See, whenever you are writing class, before the class you have to write Java dot, okay, util dot arrays dot sort. This is what you have to tell. Simple. Okay, so now you are telling not arrays dot sort. Now you are telling, go to the Java folder, go to the util folder. In that there is a arrays class. In that class there is a sort method. You are telling. This is the actual way you can write if you want. Okay, the same thing has to be done here also. Here also I'll tell a Java dot util dot arrays dot sort. I will tell. Okay, so each and every time I'm manually telling where is this you are getting arrays from. Okay, each and every time. Not only that, I hope you are seeing. Okay, here also arrays dot equals wherever you are using the class. Okay, there wherever you are using the class, there you have to tell Java dot util dot arrays dot equals. This is what you have to tell. Now don't think should you tell in AR and BR. No, AR and BR are a variable. It's not a class. I hope it's clear. Wherever you are using arrays class, there you have to tell. That's it. So if I run the code, right, let's see. So it is telling sample test cases passed, and if I submit the code, let's see. So I hope it is clear, right? It is clear here. Okay. Okay, if you want, you can take this screenshot here. Okay. One question is done, right? Okay. We'll go for the next question. Here it is somewhat difficult. Okay, somewhat difficult because it is not depending upon a logic or something. See, anagrams and all, it depends on a logic, new logic, right? If you didn't know about palindrome, that palindrome is a new logic for you. But here it is not a new logic. Okay, it is the application of the logic which you already know. Okay, it checks your thinking capacity. Okay, it checks your thinking capacity. So for this, actually I don't have to teach anything new, I just have to give the solution, so that next time when you find similar programs it will be easy for you. Okay, fine. So what is it they're asking here? Actually what you can do is you can pause this, you can read the question on your own, try to do it on your own, then you can work. Okay, so we say that, okay, let's read here. We say that a string contains the word hackerrank. So when you say that a string contains word hackerrank, if a subsequence of its character spell the word hackerrank. Okay, for example, string s is equal to, as you can see, hackerrank is there. It does contain the word hackerrank. It does contain the word hackerrank. Let's see what they're trying to tell, right? Okay. Okay. So I'll be writing their word HAACCKERRANNKK. Okay, this contains the word hackerrank, they are telling, and they are telling that the second word, if you notice, HCCAAKK, okay, ERRANNKK, this no longer, okay, it doesn't contain hackerrank. Okay, that's what they're telling. It doesn't contain, second one doesn't contain. Why? Because let's see here, the first one, first H is coming. Yes, this H I'll take. Then there is A here. Yes, this I'll take. This A I'll not take, and this C I'll take. Okay, this C I'll not take because C is already there. HACK, K I will take. This K I'll not take. Okay, E is there. R I'll take. This R I'll not take. And A, hacker rank A. N I'll take this. I'll not take this N. K, and I'll not take this K. Can you see that hacker rank is in the sequence, right? It is in the continuous order. First H only should come, then A only should come. So this is what they are asking. Now in the second case, I'll take this first character H. Is there any A here? No. Directly there is a C. Okay. Okay. Tell me, can it be ever be now? Can I ever get hacker rank now? You can't tell no, right? Why? What if in the future again hacker rank comes here? So you have to check completely. Okay, you have to check completely. Okay, so immediately you can't tell, it is not possible. Okay, HC, but here A is there. Okay, that's why that A is considered. These two C's are not considered. H is there, A is there, HA. After A comes, don't think it is waiting for C to come. HACK. So it will search for C. It will search for C. Is there any C here? No. Now it will tell it is not possible. So this logic we have to use here. Okay, this logic we have to use. Okay, so let's see hacker rank nesting. Let's see you have to read sample input and output to understand also. So let's take a sample input and output. So they are telling for this, H, here I am, here I am, here I am, stacker rank, here I am, stacker rank. Okay, so this is the string, and they are telling, yes, see, can you see, for this input there is output, yes. What is this number 2? I will tell, but for this input, don't think yes is output, and for hacker world, output is no. Yes, for hacker world is not equal to hacker rank, so output is no. But for why it is telling yes for the here I am stacker rank? Let's see. First for hacker rank, H should come, yes, it is there. A should come. Is there any A here? Yes, here there is a. All these are not there. A will come. Then C. Don't think C is there here. C, K, okay, E, R, R, A, N, K. So as you can see, hacker rank is there. Okay, and it should be there continuously. Okay, it should be there continuously. Means if you see this A, H is over and A is over. C should be there after this A, not, you can't come back and you can tell, yes, see, you can't write like this. Okay, HACKERRANK, you can't tell this contains hacker rank. Word should be in a continuous order. Okay, it should not be jumbled here and there. So H is there, then you have to search for A. A is there, HAC. C is there previous to A, that will not happen. It should be there after the A. Okay, fine. So what logic we can use here, right? What we have to do here, these kind of programs. Okay. Okay, we'll see here, for this why it is telling no. Okay, why is telling yes and why is telling no. Let's see. So they are telling no for this. Yes, hacker world. Okay, we have already seen that. Is there any other example? Okay, this example. They are telling yes for the first input. Okay, what is this 2? This 2 means they are telling there are 2 strings which I'll give now. You have to evaluate for both the strings. Okay, see, in anagram it is guaranteed that only two strings are given, right? In anagram, in the previous program, it is guaranteed only 2 strings are given. That is why 2 strings mean first string is I'll take in A, second string I'll take in B. That is done. But here it is not guaranteed how many strings they will give. It's not guaranteed. That is why they will give a number 2. That 2 if they give, it means that they will give 2 numbers, 2 strings they will give. So why it is yes? Can you see H here? Yes, H is there. H A. Okay, C K E R. Okay, hacker rank R A. Okay, N and K. Yes, hacker rank is there in a continuous order. Why it is no? Let's see. First H I will see. H A. Where is C? C H A. Okay, here there is C. H A C K. Hacker H A C K K. Then it will search for E. E is not there, so hacker rank is not there. That's the answer is no. Okay, everything is fine. So I will be yes. So as of now, right? As of now, what I will do? Okay, I'll not worry about I'll not worry about how to take input from the scratch, because if you look at the sample input, I told you have to look at sample input and sample output when you're erasing everything, when you're writing the code from the scratch. That time you have to look at sample input and output. Now I'm not interested in writing the code from the scratch. I don't want to waste that time, because no one is asking for it. No one is asking for it. I can write from here only. I can complete this hacker rank in string. This method I can write. So in that case, you have to see function description. Okay, you have to understand the function description. What the function accepts, what you should return. So what's the function name? Complete the hacker rank in string function. What function? Hacker rank in string function, which means the function name is hacker rank in string. As you can see, hacker rank in string. What about that function? Let's see. Okay, we have to complete that. It must return a yes or no. Okay, so what we have to return? We have to return yes or no. We should not return true or false. Agree? We should return yes or no, and that is a string. Return type is string. Let's see here whether the return type is string or not. Can you see the return type is string here? Okay, string. See, return type is string. Yes, we have to return yes or no. And this yes or no, don't you think it is in uppercase? All of them are in uppercase. See, uppercase, all uppercase. YES in uppercase. That is very important. You have to watch. Okay, and hackerrank has the following parameters. It has one string s. So they will give you one string. Okay, they will only give one string. So your question is, will they give all these 3 lines together at a time? See, don't worry, your main method is taking care of that. Your main method is taking the number 2, it is taking the word, it is taking one string hacker rank. At a time, it is only giving hacker rank this word for you, bigger word for you. You have to calculate and you have to tell yes. After that, you don't have to do anything. The main method is sending the second string for you. Okay, so it is only doing one by one. You don't have to worry about that. We'll see that later. Okay. So here, so here I'll be writing like this. So if I get one string, I just have to tell whether it contains hacker rank or not. So that's why what I'll do is I'll write string. Okay, string s is already there. String I'll tell main, right? String main is equals to HACKER RANK. Now one of the question is, did they tell that is in lowercase? That also we have to see, because when it comes to strings, you have to be very careful that are they talking about uppercase and lowercase or not. So let's see, constraints they have given or not. Okay. Second, R is missing, hacker rank. Constraint Q means Q is the, what is that? Each Q is number of test cases, right? Yes, number of test cases. And string length will be from 10 to minimum is 10, maximum is 10 to the power 4. Why minimum is 10? HACKER RANK, because if hacker rank has to come, minimum string length should be 10. Okay, fine. They have not given uppercase or lowercase. Okay, but as we can see the example here, it is always lowercase. Plus, please do one thing. because if you write only for lowercase, if you don't worry about uppercase, they are purposefully giving in the lowercase here. Sometimes it will happen in the interview that purposefully all the test cases, they are giving in lowercase only. But in the constraint they never mention, they will not enter uppercase. Did they mention? No, they will not mention, right? You have to consider that, okay? That's the meaning of edge test cases. What's the meaning of edge test case? Edge test case is those test cases which you can't imagine by easily, okay? So that is what, in those places the differentiation will happen between a good programmer and an average programmer, okay? So you have to really think that also, what kind of input I can get, all those things, okay? Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so let's complete. I have hackerrank, hackerrank, hackerrank. That's my main string. I have one string yes, right? Okay. So let's take this one example. I will show you the flow here. Okay. This hackerrank, we'll take that. So my string yes. What is my string yes now? H A C C K E E R hackerrank N N K K K. Okay, so let's imagine that this is our string here. I'll write the indexes. Now it is very important, okay? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. What's the string length? String length is not 14, it is 15 because number is starting from 0. Fine. Now this is my main string, right? So I'll tell, okay, string, okay, string main, M-A-I-N. What is my main string? That is H-A-C-K-E-R-R-A-N-K, hackerrank, simple. So let me write the indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So what you have to do now, what you have to do is you have to start putting the line, because you have to first check this first character, okay? I don't have to check the main string. Main string I only typed it, so I only know what is my main string, right? So don't search for the main string. Don't write the for loop in the main string. No, write the for loop in the given string, because those characters I don't know. I know the characters of hackerrank, right? That's the main string I have only given, but I don't know the characters of the given input string. That's why I'll write a for loop. Why? Because I want to check character by character of the given string. Okay. So if you want to trace, if you want to write that, so what I have to write here? I have to write a for loop where, okay, int I should start from 0. I should be less than not main dot length, but the s dot length. Given string is s dot length. Okay. Method I plus plus. Why s dot length? Because that's the given string. Each and every character I have to check. If I have to check each and every character, I should start from 0, go till its length. Okay. So I'll write this. Then what to do? Then what to do means we'll see here. First, what I have to check, I have to check, is this what's the I value? I value I'm making the I for the string s. Agree or not? I'm making I variable for which string? For the string s. Don't you think the indexes, the number of indexes in string s is more than number of indexes in string main? In the string main, there are 10 indexes. But in the string s, there are 15 indexes. Understand one thing? Most of the time, whenever indexes are, number of indexes are different, you have to create different variable. Simple. You have to create different variable. That is why to represent this, I'll create a variable m. For the main string, I'll create the variable m. Okay. So I have to tell, previously I have to tell, int m equals to 0. That I have to tell previously. M is pointing to 0, I have to tell. Okay. Now I is pointing here. So I have to check. Now is, right? I have to check on if condition. Hey, if, right? What I have to check? If my s dot caret of I in the string s dot caret of I is this character, is it equal to okay, is it equal to not s dot, but in this string, right? This string is represented by main. So is it equal to main dot caret of, I can't tell I here because index is value is variable is different. So I have to tell m, because m is a variable pointing to main index, I is a variable pointing to the string index. Okay, s index there. So I hope it is clear, different variable. So s dot caret of I, here it is main dot caret of m. Is it equal? I have to check. Now don't you think here h and h are matching? Yes. If it is equal, what does it mean? If it is equal, don't you think this h is found? Yes, this h is there, I have to tell. Don't you think now I have to search whether this a is there or not? I have to search whether this a is there or not. So don't you think m plus plus should happen? M plus plus should happen. So here, if this condition is true, I'll tell m plus plus. That's it. I'll tell if the condition is true, you do m plus plus. I'm telling. M plus plus, now m becomes what? M value becomes 1. I'm tracing it now. M value becomes 1. Okay. That's it. Here there's a closing bracket of for loop. So it will check. So don't you think I plus plus will happen no matter what? See, this if condition is true or if condition is false, because of the for loop, I plus plus will happen every time. Yes, I plus plus will happen every time. Okay. That doesn't have to have a condition. But for m plus plus to happen, it has to have a condition. Okay. It has to have a condition. So when m plus plus has to happen. Okay. So when you find a character h, right? If h is there in the string, yes, okay, h is done, then I have to move. Okay, then I have to move. So, yes, your m is pointing here now, m is pointing here. I plus plus has happened. So, I value becomes what? I value from 0 becomes 1. I value changes to 1. So, when I value changes to 1, okay. So, you are checking now, what is h dot caret of 1? A. M value is also 1. Main dot caret of 1 is also A. Right? A. Is a equals to a? Yes. M plus plus will happen. M becomes 2. M becomes 2. Okay. Watch here. Next, what will happen? After m plus plus happens, there is a closing bracket of for loop. So I plus plus will happen. There is no doubt about it. Each and every time I plus plus will happen, I becomes 2. Okay. I becomes 2 here. Okay. And what is the m value? M plus plus already happened. It is 2. So here this character and this character, it is trying to search now. What we are telling? We are telling that a h searching is done, a searching is done because h and a are there. We have found it. Now I am searching for c. I am searching for c. Is this c? Is it equal to that a? Okay. Is this c? Is it equal to a? No. So now if I compare s dot caret of 2, what is s dot caret of 2? S dot caret of 2 is character a. Is it equal to main dot caret of 2? Main dot caret of 2 is character c. Is a equal to c? No. No means m plus plus will not happen. I hope you are understanding. M plus plus will not happen, which means m will be still 2 only. Okay. Main m plus plus, if it increments, when it will m plus plus will increment? Only if I find c in the string, yes. But I have not found c. So don't increment m. I have to still search for the c. I have to still search for the c. Matching I have to still search. Okay. But what should happen? M plus plus will not happen because condition is a equal to c? No. M plus plus will not happen. But don't you think I plus plus will happen here? I plus plus, I becomes 3. We can't do anything. I becomes 3. I becomes, it will keep on changing. Okay. I becomes 3. So when I becomes 3, what is s dot caret of 3? Okay, so this will go. What is s dot caret of 3? S dot caret of 3. So what is s dot caret of 3? Okay. Is it equal to s dot caret of I, is it equal to m dot caret, main dot caret of m? So we are checking m value is still 2, right? So is this c equal to this c or not? I am checking. Okay. So is it equal? Yes. Yes means what will happen? M plus plus will happen. Okay. M plus plus. M value becomes what? 3. After m plus plus happens, your I plus plus will happen. I becomes 4. So you are telling that this c I have found, this c I have found. Stop searching for the c. Now search for the next character k. Is k there or not in the given string? So main dot caret of m. M value is 3. What is main dot caret of 3? K character. K character. Is it equal to s dot caret of I? I value is 4. What is s dot caret of 4? C. So I am checking, is c equals to k? No. No means m plus plus will not happen. M is still 3 only. But m plus plus doesn't happen, but I plus plus will happen. I, control goes there, I plus plus, I becomes what? 5. So I'll erase all this and I'll write I value is 5. I value is 5, I have written. Okay. And what is the m value? M value is 3. M value is 3. Okay. So now we have to check, s dot caret of 5, is it equal to main dot caret of 3? Okay, what is s dot caret of 5? S dot caret of 5, is it equal to main dot caret of 3? Yes, I have found this k, right? Yes, k is equal to k. So when I found this k, what should happen? Okay, what should happen is, first I have to, okay, what should I do? I have to increment m plus plus, m value has to become 4, which means this k value is done. Now search for this main string character. Okay, I have to search for that. Same thing happens here, m plus plus will happen, but I plus plus will happen here, e. Okay, e. I will increment to that character e. So if I remove this, all this, okay, e, all these things I'll remove, it is not required now. Okay, and this also I'll remove. So k is searched, right? I am searching for e now. So what is the I value now? I value, I plus plus has happened, I value becomes 6. Okay, so now we are comparing, is s dot caret of 6, is it equal to main dot caret of 4? Don't think s dot caret of 6 is equal to main dot caret of 4. Yes means what will happen? M plus plus will happen. M value becomes what? M value becomes 5. M value becomes 5. M value becomes 5. Okay. After this m value becomes 5, m plus plus, then you have I plus plus. I plus plus will happen. I value becomes 7. I value becomes 7. Why m plus plus happened? Because there was matching. So E is also job is done, you know. So m plus plus, m value becomes 5 now. Okay. But I value becomes 7. So I value will come here like this. Okay. Is s dot caret of 7, is it equal to m main dot caret of 5? No. Right. So R, what's the meaning of this? R is not equal to this character. I have not yet found R. If R is, this is not the R character, then I should tell, okay, increment your I next. Increment your I. I should be incremented. M should not be incremented, right? M is the main one. How can I go before finding the R? M is the main, right? So after finding the R, then only you have to go. So now I am searching. You know, I plus has happened. I becomes 8. Is s dot caret of 8, is it equal to main dot caret of 5? Yes, it is equal. If it is equal, you know, m plus plus, which means, hey, go to this character, go to the next character of the main. Okay, previous character of the main is done, go to the next character of the main. But not only m plus plus, your I plus plus will happen normally. So I will come here. Okay. Now we are comparing, is this R, is it equal to this A? No. No means whose fault it is. You tell me whose fault. Is it R's fault or A's fault? R doesn't have a fault. R is the original string, right? R is the main hackerrank. Main is the main hackerrank string. So we have to increment the yes. Okay, we have to tell, hey, you person, you go give me the next person. You have to tell for the string yes. So this R is not matching with this A. This R is not matching with this A. So I should not tell go. I can't tell A, you R, you go. No. R should be there. You know that A has to go, right? So there was a hackerrank. There was a R here. Okay. So let's imagine there was a R here. Okay, I have erased. I'll undo this. Hackerrank. Okay. So I think I have erased something. Okay. So let's imagine that you know. Okay. After this, what to do? Let's see. Now, is this A? Is it equal to this A? Yes. Yes means m plus plus should happen. So I have to go for the main index. Next character of the main I have to ask. Not only that, I have to increment here also. I have to increment here also. Yes has to increment no matter what. Okay. Is n equals to this n? Yes. N is equal to this n. So increment the main value. So don't you think now main value becomes 9, right? Main value becomes, what is the m value? M value now is the last index, that is 9. Okay. And your I value, what's the I value? I value is 11 now. Okay. I value is 11. Now you are searching, is s dot caret of I, is it equal to main dot caret of m? No, it is not matching. If it is not matching, what you are telling? You are telling that, okay, increment your I. M should be there as it is, because I have not yet found m. Increment your I. Okay. Is s dot caret of I, k, is it equal to m dot caret of main? Yes. Yes means, understand one thing, yes means what will happen? Yes means m plus plus will happen. M plus plus will happen. M value becomes what? 10. M value becomes what? 10. Okay. M value becomes 10. Don't you think now M value has to come to 1 point? M value has come to 1 point. What's the meaning of this? You have to understand. If m value crosses the 9 value, if it reaches 10 value, right? If m integer value, if it reaches the 10 value, it means that it has found the number from 0 to 9. Agree or not? Right? When will the m value increment? The m value will increment only if it finds the letters hacker rank, right? Only when it finds the letter hacker rank. So when it completely searches, it means that it has completed the hacker rank. That is why the value is 10. Okay, if it crosses all the characters, then only the value will be the length of the string. Okay, the value will be the length of the string. Okay, so here let's see, there are some problems. Only way to understand them is by tracing. So let's see here. We'll go for the different program now, right? We'll go for the different test case. So if I have hacker rank like this, okay, what has happened? Okay, draw. Okay. H, let me write here H A H C A K K A E R R hacker rank. Okay, let's say something like this. This is my string S and there is my string main. Okay, what is my main? Hacker rank. Okay, fine. So first I have to ask, right? See, this is my main string, right? This is my main string. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So let's see here. Let's see, watch here carefully. Is main of 0. Okay, is main of 0. Is it equal to s dot caret of 0? I'm checking. Yes, it is equal. If it is equal, it means that this h is there. This h is there. I'll delete this h from here. Then don't you think I have to ask for this, whether this a is there or not? Yes? Yeah. So I have to keep a different variable, right? Because the lengths are different. So the variable also must be different only. So here I'll tell I and here I'll tell m. That's why when the characters are equal, m should increment, right? M has incremented. Now, is this a? Is it equal to c? No, right? Okay, that is not equal. If it is not equal, then whose fault it is? It's not the fault of the main, right? It's not the fault of the main. It's the fault of the given input string. Like that we have to imagine. So what I should tell? Okay, this is not the character, but this can be the next character, right? Okay, this is not the character, then this can be the next character. Agree? That's why I has to be incremented, right? I has to be incremented. So I'll tell increment I. I has incremented. So when mismatch has happened, I is incremented. Agree? When match has happened, then also I should increment. In both the cases I have to increment. So increment normally in the update statement there. Because if you write in the update statement, normally it will increment, no problem. So I am now asking, is this a, is it equal to this a? Yes. Okay. So m value now from 1, don't think it becomes 2 now. Yes, m value becomes 2, which means this a I have found, it will tell. Now search for the c character, it will tell. This a it has found. Now it will tell, this c I want to find. So is this equal to this c, this character? No. No means what it will do? It will increment the I only. Okay. Is this c equal to k? No. It will increment I. Is this c equal to k? No. It will increment I. Is this c equal to k? No. It will increment I. Is this c equal to r? No. It will increment I value. Is this c equal to r? No. Is this c equal to a? No. Is this c equal to n? No. Is this c equal to k? No. For loop has ended now. For loop has ended. When the for loop will end? The for loop will end when it takes one by one character, not of the main, but of the given string. Each and every character of the given string, after it checks it, it will end. If none of the conditions are true, none of them are matched. So tell me, don't you think your ML is still stuck here only? When your ML will be stuck there? When it has not found the matching characters, no? That's the problem here. So the matching characters are not there. That's why M is still stuck here. Okay. Even though M is stuck here, it has not found hacker rank. Even though M is stuck here, it has not. Even though if M is stuck here, it has not found hacker rank. Only if the M crosses all this and if the M value becomes exactly 10, then only it means that C is there, K is there, E is there, R is there. Then only M will move front. When the M will move front? When there is a match. Okay. Even though M value is at 9, it did not find the match. For example, let's take on string, right? Hacker rank. Watch here. Okay. So now watch here. Maybe you will understand now completely. Maybe. So watch here. My string s is there. So I'm writing drop s here. A B H A C K E R R A N. Okay. So let me just change it here. H A C K K E R A N K. K is not there here this time. Okay. B C I'll tell. Okay. D P D. Okay. Fine. This is my string. I have to check whether hacker rank is present or not. So H A C K E R R A N K. So main string should not change. Okay. Everything is same. Let's write the indexes. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And here it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So now to check, hey, this is my main string, right? So, yes, I'll come to this one. Is this H, is it equal to this character, first character? No. If you can notice, the ith character and the mth character are not same. Okay. Is s dot character of I, is it equal to s dot character of m? No. No means whose fault it is? It's not the fault of m, right? It's the fault of that I. So I should tell, okay, this is not the character which you want. So I'll increment my I value. Okay, increment the I value. Is b equal to h? No. Okay, then it's not your fault, S will tell, it's not your fault. I will give my next person to you. So that is h now. Is this h? So I hope you are noticing, I plus plus is happening every time. That's the reason it is in the update statement. Is h is equal to h? Yes. Yes means what will happen? M plus plus will happen. Now the m, okay, it will be, we will erase this and we will tell m has incremented. M has incremented. Okay. M value from 0 has become 1. Is b, yes, so I also will increment after m increments. If you remember, after m increments there is update statement, so I plus plus will happen. So I also incremented and I value, it is 3 now. Okay, I value is 3, h is c k. Okay, is s dot character of I, is it equal to main dot character of m? Yes, both are matching. So m plus plus m becomes to 2, I plus plus I becomes to this, and m plus plus m also becomes to 2, like this. Is c equals to c? Yes, m plus plus, so m becomes 3, I plus plus I becomes 5. Is k equal to k? Yes. So this k we have found, so m plus plus, so this m we don't need anymore, right? So m plus plus, so m will only increment if there is a match. Okay, then k I plus plus will happen, so I will come here. Is e equals to k? No, I have to find e. So what this person will tell, okay, no problem, I will give the next I value for you. Is this e equals to e? Yes. So m plus plus, m will increment, okay, m will increment to this value and I will also increment to this value. Okay, then what will happen? Then here I will be telling m plus plus, because matching is there, so m becomes here. Okay, and I value, let's say it is matching now, right? Yes, I value is matching. So what's the m value now? M value is 6, right? M value is 6. So is r equals to r? Yes. Yes means m value increments to 7. Okay, m value will come to 7 like this, and I value also will increment to 9 like this. Is a equals to a? Yes. A is equal to a. Yes means first m plus plus will happen. M value becomes 8. Okay, then if it becomes 8, let me circle, and I value becomes 10 like this. Is n equals to n? Yes. Yes means m plus plus, m value becomes 9. Okay, which means circle is there here. I value becomes 11. Okay, I value becomes 11. So like this. Is k equals to b? No. So it will tell, let me give the next character. Okay, is k equals to d? No. It will tell, let me give the next character, but there is no next character. That is why the for loop should run as long as there is a character in the string yes. As long as there is a character in the string yes, which means according to the yes dot length we have to go. Is k equals to d? No. No means I will erase that also. So my for loop has ended now. When my for loop ends, what is the value of m value? Because m is pointing to the index, right? M value is 9. That's what I am telling, right? If m value is 9, it means that it has not found hacker rank completely. At least one or more letter is missing. If the m value becomes a 10, then only for imagine, k was there. Okay, is k equals to k, matching is there? Yes, matching is there. If matching is there, immediately control will not come out, right? If matching is there, first m plus plus will happen. So m value becomes a 10. M plus plus will happen. M value becomes a 10. After that, what will happen? M value becomes 10. So it will erase this. It will not erase, but we are erasing in the tracing. So our for loop is ended here. When the for loop ends, what's the value of m? 10. That's what I'm telling. Only if the value is 10, it means that it has crossed 9. Then it will come to 9. It will come to 10. What's the value? What's the meaning of if it crosses 9? Means it has found the 9th character. Okay. So okay, if we write the program, watch here. We'll write it there. So let's not, yeah, string main, and there is a for loop. Int I should start from 0. Okay, not only I, there is a variable m also. So how to do multiple declaration in the same for loop? Int I comma 0 comma m comma 0, both has to start from 0, semicolon. Okay, was the condition I should be less than s dot length. Okay, I should be less than s dot length. I plus plus, I have to tell I plus plus. I has to increment each and every time. What I have to check? I have to check each condition. If s dot char at of I, okay, is it equal to main dot char at of m? Okay, is it equal? If it is equal, then what should I say? I should tell m plus plus you have to do. That's it. If it is equal, do m plus plus. So you keep on doing that. At the end, I have to check one thing. Okay, I have to check one thing. What I have to check? I have to check if, right? If, simple if. What I have to tell that? If the m value is equal to 10. Okay. So now you are thinking, sir, you are giving the value explicitly, manually writing 10. Should this 10 change according to the input? No, because whatever input is there, you should always check whether hackerrank is present or not, and the length of the hackerrank is 10 only. So it's fixed that it is hackerrank, so it is 10. If ml is equal to 10, if it reached 10, what we have to do? We have to return, right? We have to return, okay, a string, and that string should be yes. For this, if there is one else, okay, we have to return double quotes. I have to return no. That's it. But if I compile and if I execute, let's see what might happen. Okay, so compilation error. Why? Okay, sorry, spelling mistake, right? Cat. Okay. Let's see. So cannot find symbol. Yes, this is what I wanted to tell you. Okay, now the question most of you had, most of you will be having, beginners, is where to declare m. Should I declare m inside the for loop or should I declare m outside the for loop? Actually, it's your wish, but you have to understand one thing, basics. That is, if you declare for loop if you declare m variable inside the for loop, it is accessible only inside the for loop. Then how can you get to know outside the for loop what's the value of m? Don't think this if condition is outside the for loop. That is why declaration, you do only I inside the for loop. Outside the for loop, you tell int m equals to 0. This is what you have to do. Why? Because m is required outside the for loop also. That's the reason. So I have compiled now, no problem. Let me submit the code, right? Let me submit the code. So compilation, everything was fine. Okay. So if I submit the code, it is telling one problem, right? It is telling one of the test cases failed and two of the test cases are failed. Now what you are thinking, maybe you are thinking, hey, my program is correct, this hackerrank is not correct, It's not like that. That's what I told you, you have to understand the test cases here. Okay, you should have the capacity to think what will happen like this and all. So now I'm explaining you what's the problem here, okay. So let's see here. I'll take another string. I'll take another example so that you can understand. You imagine that what if your string was in this way? Okay, string s is equals to a let's say a hack, right? Hack, and my string main is equals to let's say that only the hackerrank, hackerrank. Let's imagine something like this is there, right? Okay. So what we're checking here, if okay, each and every time I told I should start from 0, but I'm checking the condition I should be less than s dot length, okay, I plus plus, and here inside this I'm telling if s dot char at of I, okay. See, this is where you are understanding something important in the strings, okay. Previously you are writing simply, now you are understanding the reason, and next time you will be very careful when you are writing these kind of programs. S dot char equal to is it equal to main dot char at of m, okay, fine. That m plus plus, no need to worry about that, leave it. So let me write the index now. Let me write the index. So 0 1 2 3 and 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Now let's see, is this h, is it equal to this h? Yes. So I value is equal to 0, m value is equal to 0. If both characters are same, m plus plus will happen. But if m plus plus happens, don't think because of the for loop, normally I plus plus is there. So normally I plus plus will happen, I becomes 1. Is this a equals to this a? Yes. Okay. This is true. So what will happen? What will happen is I plus plus will happen, I becomes a equal to a, no, I becomes a 2, m becomes a 2. Okay. So we are incrementing our character c equals to c. Is c equals to c? Yes. Increment the I value to from 2 to 3 and increment the m value to 3. Okay. So now, right, I will be closing this. Okay. Now is k equals to k? Yes, k is equal to k. Okay, k is equal to k. So increment the m value. So m value from 3 it will become 4, and increment the I value. I value also becomes 4. Okay, I value also becomes 4. Now actually, let me give the example here like this. Okay, that is let me write a broader example. So hack e r, okay, I'm sorry, where is this? Okay, draw hack e r hacker rank, okay, a b c, hacker rank a b c. You tell me, don't you think this for loop will run? Okay, this for loop will run until it takes h, it takes a, it takes c, it takes k, it takes e, it takes r, it takes r, it takes, it takes each and every character, it takes a, it takes that. Why? Because your for loop, as you can see, it is going till s dot length, and as you can see, this is complete your s dot length. So what will happen? Definitely it will go to 4th index here, 5th index, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th. Now watch carefully, watch carefully. So both I value and m value are 4 4. So it will check, is 4th equal to 4th? Yes. Yes means what? I value and m value should increment. I value becomes 5, m value becomes 5. Important, watch here. Is 5th character equal to 5th character? Yes. I value increment, m value increment. Watch. Okay. So is r equals to this r? Yes. I value becomes, if it is equal, both become 7 7. So when both are in 7 7, 7th character and 7th character are checked. Is a equals to a? Yes. Both becomes what? Let me erase this. Both becomes 8 8, right? Yes. Both becomes 8 8. So 8 and 8. Okay, so I'll erase this. Okay, so in 8th character and 8th character, are they same? Yes, they are same. Then what we are doing? You are telling I should become 9, from 8 I should become 9, m1 should become 9. Now watch carefully. When both becomes 9 and 9, is 9th character equal to 9th character? Yes. Yes means what will happen? M plus plus will happen. See, this line will execute m plus plus. M value becomes what? 10. M value becomes what? 10. Watch carefully. Now is the time. Okay. M plus. After that, is there any other statement? No. So closing bracket of for loop. So this is not if. Okay, I am very sorry. So for loop. So I plus plus, I value also becomes a 10. I value becomes 10. After I plus plus happens, what will happen? After I plus plus, don't think condition is checked. What's the condition here? I value. What's the I value? I value is 10. Is 10 less than or equals to? What is s dot length? As you can see, 0 to 12 means s dot length is 30. S dot length is 30. If s dot length is 13, right? If s dot length is 13, don't think 10 is less than 13. Condition is true. If the condition is true, don't think control will come inside. Yes, control will come inside. You are telling, give me s dot caret of I. What is s dot caret of I value is 10? What is s dot caret of 10? Is the character A. But you are also asking main dot caret of m. What is main? What is the m value? M value is 10. What is main dot caret of m? Main dot caret of m. Okay, main dot caret of m. Main dot caret of 10. Is there any main dot caret of 10? No. That's why you're getting one exception here. String index or one exception. That's why your test cases are failing. I hope it is clear. Okay. So now how to overcome this? Very simple. See what you have done. Why you are writing this for loop condition? Why you are writing this condition? Why? Because you are making sure that hey, before let me draw the different color. Okay, you are writing this condition for only one reason. Why? Before fetching a character, make sure that index is valid. For that reason you are writing here. Okay, before fetching a character, okay, make sure that ith character is valid index or not. Same thing. Don't you think you are accessing mth character also? How you have put a condition for I, don't you think same condition you have to put for m also? Yes, you have to do that. Okay, because you are accessing mth character, so before accessing mth character, okay, you have to make sure that m is valid or not. Okay, so what I have to tell here, I should tell, hey, I should be in the range. Not only that, the m should be within the range of main. I should be within the range of string yes, and m and operator I have to use, because both conditions should satisfy. Only if both variables are safe, then only you can proceed further, I can tell. Is it clear? So control should come to this if condition only if I is a valid for yes and m is valid for main. So that one if one more condition I would write here, and operator. So watch here, in the and operator I have to tell. Okay, because it's a must condition, it's not a or condition. It's a must condition. I also has to be in the range and m also has to be in the range, and m should be less than main dot length. Okay, this is what I will tell. That's it. So now let's see. Okay, that's what. Okay, when you run the code, it will execute little test cases passed. Those are not the edge test cases. Those are the sample test cases. Okay, so whether really your code is perfect or not, that you will get to know by clicking the submit code. And now when I press the submit code, as you can see, all the test cases are passed. Okay, so this is what you have to think. Okay, for that tracing is important. That is why. Okay, maybe you as a beginner you would have understood this maybe around 60 to 70% maybe. Okay, what you have to do is you have to really trace, because here I am not teaching a new logic here, right? It's all about tracing. Just keep on start to trace, learn to trace. Okay, when my I value is 0, what's the caret of I? What is m dot main dot caret of m? Is it matching? Okay, all these things you have to think. So I hope you have understood here. Okay. Now let's see, right? Because that is also very important. What is the what we have to do, so that if I delete everything, what do you have to do? So I'll tell Control A, delete. I have deleted everything. If I delete everything, first of all I have to take input. So I have to import scanner, import java dot util dot, let me tell star. Let me tell star. What will happen when you tell star? It will import scanner, it will import arrays, it will import everything. There's a class, and I told you in Java, in hackerrank, okay, class name has to be solution, where s should be in uppercase. In hackerrank it is like that. Okay, inside class solution we have public static, void main, public static void main. Here I write string args, okay, string of args. Now what is this string of args? What is main method? Hey, watch the core Java video. Okay. So now let's see. Okay, main method is done. Now I have to worry about the input format, how the input is given. So they are telling that the input format, the first line contains an integer. Okay, first line contains an integer. What it contains? An integer, that is number of queries. Queries means questions. Okay, questions means input. So first will be the number 2. 2 means 2 string will be given to represent like that. Okay, because first of all I should know how many questions they will ask. Agree or not? If I know how many questions they will ask, I can prepare accordingly. So that's what I am telling. So first I have to take the integer input. Okay, so see, how do I take string? Tell me, how do I take string? How I can take string? By telling scan dot next. Agree or not? So I'll tell scan dot next. But if it is give this scan dot next to string yes, I'm telling give this scan dot next to whom? String yes. But this should happen. Should it happen only once? You tell me. Should it happen only once? Hey, no. It depends upon the input of the user. If user wants 5 times, 5 times this code should execute. Don't you think 5 times have to take the string? Agree? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. If the user tells 100 times, this 100 times have to take the string. So don't you think this code is happening repetitively? Yes, that's why whatever I have written, I'll cut it, I'll write on for loop. Okay, I'll write int I should start from 0 and I should be less than number of t, I plus plus. Okay, and here I will tell, I'll tell what is t. Okay, just wait a minute. So here I'll tell execute this code each and every time. I hope it is clear. See, if I write I is less than 1, for loop will execute for 1 time. If I tell I is less than 2, for loop will execute for 2 times. If I tell I is less than t, for loop will execute for t times. For loop will execute how many times? T times. What is t? In programming, we'll tell t is nothing but number of test cases. Okay, t is nothing but number of test cases. So here I'll tell int t is nothing but, okay, how many test cases are there? Okay, so how many strings user will input? That how will I get to know? I'll get to know because user will enter that number. So I have to take that scan dot next int. I have to tell. Okay, scan dot next int. So the first number is taken from there and given to which variable? Given to t. Then I am writing a for loop which will run for t times. So if the t value was 3, the for loop will run for how many times? 3 times. Simple. And each time when it runs, when I get a string, what should I do? When I get a string, okay, don't you think? See, this is why methods, creating the methods is easy for us. Okay. What I'll do is I will tell a whatever string yes I got, I will send this yes to a method. Okay, hack it. Okay, so hack it, hack it. I am telling. Okay, so simple. So this is my own method. Okay, I am telling you how to create your own method. So what you are doing now? Each and every time you are taking a new string and you are what you are doing? And you are passing the string yes to hack it. Now hack it is such a method which accepts one string and gives you a boolean value. Okay, gives you which value? Boolean value. So I'll store it in res of the type boolean. Okay, like this I'll do. I know hack it in the previous was returning string. You can change, it's your wish. Okay, I'll tell it's boolean. So what will this hack it do? Hack it will check whether this given string is it proper with the hackerrank or not. If it is proper, it will return true. If it's not proper, it will return false. So I'll directly print system.out.println. Right? What I'll tell? I'll tell res question mark. Okay. Yes, I hope by now you have understood, right? yes and no, simple. Okay. So if the result value, if a boolean value is true, true means the first value yes is printed. Okay. If the result value is false, false means no is printed. Okay. So I just have to define hack it now. As you can see, the main method is over, right? Main method is over. So let me tell it to you. Let me show an example. Actually, what is happening here? Okay. See, you have to understand when you have sample input something like this, right? I will be opening this. Okay. See how this input is given. See, when you execute, I told this input is nothing but from the user. You tell me, when you execute in the online, is there someone from the hackerrank waiting for you to come online, waiting for you to type the program? And when you execute, will they enter your values? No, right? When you execute, is anyone from the hackerrank, are they manually entering your values? No. Then what is happening? See, no one is entering the values here. Okay. The thing is, whatever values has to be given is stored in a file. So let's imagine this is our file. Okay, this is our file. Okay. So file, in this file, what is there? The test cases are there. This is the input file and this is the output file. There are two files. Okay, two files. So heading will be like this: 2.in and 2.out. Maybe the question name, was the question name number 2, was the question name number 2. So for the 2.in input, only 2.out output should come. For this file output should come, that they have already programmed. So it will just check for this input, are you getting the output like that or not? Okay. So input will be like this, right? 2. Then you have the string hackerrank. Then you have the second string rh bassd, something like this. So this is what it will be. And in the output file, can you see output file? Yes, it will be yes and no. It will be like this. Now what happens? Watch carefully. Okay, when you tell, okay, I will be closing this. Okay. So okay, now control will come to the main method. I will tell you what is happening here. This is very important to understand. Now, just a minute. Okay, I'll take the pen. Okay. When the control comes to the main method, don't think this is the first line which will execute. First you're telling what? You're telling scan.next int. Means you're telling give me the integer part. You are safe. Why? Because only if there is an integer part, then only you can ask integer. Only if there is an integer part, you can ask integer. So when you tell scan.next int, what will happen? The 2 from here is not copy pasted. The 2 from here is cutted from here. It is removed from here. Cutted and given to which variable? T. So T will contain 2 now. T will contain 2. See, only if you remove this, then only you can ask for the next one. Okay, that's why when you tell scan.next int, this is removed. That number is removed from there. Okay, number is removed. Okay, number is removed. What's the T value? T value is 2 now. If the T value is 2, don't think this for loop will run for 2 times. Yes. So I value is, what's the T value? T value is 2. I value is 0 now. Is 0 less than 2? Yes, 0 is less than 2. So you are executing this scan.next. What will happen in the scan.next? In the scan.next, when it executes, what it does? Scan.next means it will take this hacker rank. Take means what? It's not copy paste, it is cut paste. It will cut it from here. This word is given to which variable? Yes, it is given to the yes variable. So hacker rank is given to which variable? That word, HACCCCKKER is given to the yes variable. That input is given to which method? That input is given to the hackit method. What will hackit method do? Hackit method will calculate something and it will give whether true or false. So it will print yes or no. So for this immediately yes output will come. For this immediately yes output will come. Okay. After that closing bracket is there. Closing bracket of which loop? For loop. So I plus plus will happen. I becomes 1. Is 1 less than 2? Yes. Second time it is executing. 1 is also less than 2. So again it will execute scan.next. See, only if it removes the above string, then only you can get the below string. As of now, this is the topmost present in the file now. So when you tell scan.next, you will get this string. When you take this string, don't you think now input file is empty? Yes. Okay. You have taken all the string. That string is given to yes. That is given to hackit method. That hackit method returns a boolean value and you are printing. After this, your I plus plus will happen. I becomes 2. Is 2 less than 2? Condition is false. Control will come out of main method. Then user output, is it equal to matching the file output? Yes. I hope it is clear. Okay. So I will clear all. Okay. So what you are doing? First you are taking the integer input here. After taking the integer input, you are taking the string input. How many times? N number of times, T number of times, test case number of times. So you have to write this hackit method. I will write hack it method. Okay, hackit. So this hackit method, what is happening here? It is returning a boolean value. So let me write it's returning boolean value. Now it's returning a boolean value, hackit. So I have to make it as static, okay? Yes, because I'm calling it from a static block, static method, that's why. Is it accepting anything, hackit? Yes, you don't know you're passing a string, yes. So let me write here, it is accepting one string type, yes. So what it should return? So I have to create a main string. So string main, okay, string main I have to tell. String main is equals to hacker rank, okay. Then I have to create an integer variable m is equals to 0. Then I have to write a for loop where int I should start from 0. I is less than s dot length. Okay, and you know that you write and condition. Okay, so and m should be less than main dot length. See, th main dot length. Okay, then I plus plus should happen. Then if yes, if s dot char of I, if it is equal to m dot main dot caret of m, main dot caret of m, if it's equal, then what should happen? Then m plus plus should happen. That's it. And at the end I have to check something. If if ml is equal to 10, right? If ml is equal to 10, then return true. Okay. For this, if there is one else, and I told you don't have to write else part. Okay, you don't have to write else part. You can directly tell return false. Okay. If you want, it's better you write beginners means you write else part, no problem. Okay, but you don't have to give else. Why? Last time I'll tell. Watch carefully. Let's imagine you wrote else. Why you writing else? You're writing else so that if this executes, this should not execute. That's the reason. Okay. So if this executes, this should not execute. That's why you're writing if and else. But now you watch here. I'm reviewing the else. Don't think it's the same. Why? Because if this if executes, whenever if executes, don't think return value is there. Whenever return value is there, the below part is not at all executed. Whenever return you are seeing, immediately the control will go back, which means return false will not execute. So if is executing, else is not executing. See, you are getting the same if and else only. Imagine that if condition is false. If the condition is false, return false won't happen, but return true won't happen because the condition is false. No? If the condition is false, what you are returning? You are returning false. So if condition is false, else has executed. See. So I hope you understood. In this way also you can write. So let's run the code. So comparison error. Why? Scan cannot find symbol. Okay, I have to create scanner, right? Yes. I have to in the main method. Okay. Before this, I have to tell scanner scan is equals to new scanner. Scanner. Okay. System dot in. Okay. Fine. So I'll run the code. Sample test cases passed, and if I submit the code, okay. So there are some things which I have to tell as a programmer. So what you can do is, I'll remove this and condition. Okay, I'll remove this condition. I can write it here also. Okay. I can write it here also, provided and I'm writing it here. Okay. So what happens now is the same thing here. Is the same thing. Okay, I can write like this. Okay. What happens now? I told you, right? And what's the meaning of and condition? Hey, if this condition is true, then only check the next condition. That's what you're telling. Okay, what's the meaning of and condition? And means if this condition is true, then only search for the next condition. Okay, understood? So that's why we are safe. Okay, that's the use of this. Okay, and operator. If this condition is false, imagine that m has crossed 10, m has become 10 or 11. Is 11 less than the mean length 10? No. If the condition is false, tell me in and operator, when the first condition is false, will it check the other condition? No. So don't you think it will not check this, it will not check this condition? Yes. So in this way also you can write, and definitely if I compare and execute, I will get the output, but I will not do that. I just told you what you can do here. Okay. Now, since you understood everything, maybe you could have taken the screenshot. So you can rewind and you can take the screenshot. You can pause it, but I will continue now. See, this I think most of you won't be knowing because you will not think in that way. Understand one thing. Don't think you are returning a true value. Instead of telling return true, you tell me, can I write return 2 less than 7? Can I write like this? Yes, I can write, right? Because always 2 is less than 7. So I am returning true value only. If I have to return false, don't think I can write is 2, is it equal to 5? I can write like this. Is 2 equal to 5? No. So you are returning this 2 is equal to 5. It will become what value? It will become a Boolean value first. So 2 equal to 5, first it will evaluate and it will become false. Then the false is sent. Okay, I want you to understand that. So you can write like this also. Okay, this is not my intention to tell you. My intention is something else, but for that I am building the steps now. Okay, so if I compile and execute, I will be getting the output because logically it is both are same. Okay, logically both are same, right? Because before you are returning true value, If you are returning true, 2 is less than 7. That is true always, right? And if you want to return false, you tell 2 is equal to 5. Is 2 equal to 5? No. So you are returning false. Now, what I want to tell you is like this. See, instead of writing 2 is less than 7, okay, what will happen if I write m is equal to 10? What will happen? right? I'll remove this if, and I'll remove this return. I'll only write one return. See, this is okay, this all small things you have to understand as a programmer. Okay, most of the times we can write code like this so that it'll be more efficient. Now let's try to trace what will happen. Two values will trace. We know that, right? We know that if m value is equals to 10, what should happen? If m value is equal to 10, return true should execute. Return true should happen. Yes. Okay. So for this if there is else part, that is if m is not equal to 10, return false should happen. Agree? Yes, this should happen. Yes. So now let's see. Imagine my m value. I have calculated. I have done everything, and at the end I got to know, hey, m value is equal to 10 only. I got to know m value is equal to 10. So after this for loop is completed, you have one m value. It will be either 10, 1, 2, something like that. So if m value is 10, what is 10 is equal to 10? 10 is equal to 10. So don't you think this is replaced and true will come here? Yes. So don't you think return true is happening? If m is, so return true. Don't you think return true is happening? Yes, return true is happening here. Okay. I think it's very clear, right? Imagine your m value is 3. Somewhere it is stuck between only. M value is 3. So if m value is 3, it will come here. Is 3 equal to 10? Is 3 equal to 10? No. No means what will happen? False. False will happen. And return false will execute. Yes. If m is not equal to 10, return false should execute. So this is the program which you can write more efficiently. Okay. This will look more neat. Okay. This will look more cool. So you can directly write return m is equal to 10, because if this condition is true, it will return true. If this condition is false, it will return false as it is. So let's execute this. I'll submit the code. Yes, if you want, you can take this screenshot, right? So all test cases passed. Okay. So this is what I wanted to tell you. So I think today you have learned something new. Okay. So I'll be definitely doing a split method and all the other things. Okay, Armstrong number, we'll be seeing that. But what I want you to do is, I want you to think for the next tomorrow's program. Tomorrow I'll be doing something. It is a little difficult. Okay, it's a little difficult. So, okay, I want you to think about that. And before that, I'll do a program. The last program is remaining. Before that, yeah. What's tomorrow's program? I have already taught you that if the number is 14, okay, if the n value is 14, what you have to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You have to write 14 numbers. How many numbers are there? I agree 14 numbers are there. But my question is not how many numbers are there, how many digits are there. So 1 digit, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 digit. I know this is the 10th number, but I am not asking 10th number, I am asking digit. So 9 digit over 10 digit, 11 digit, 12 digit, 13 digit. This is number, but 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 digits are there. So I want you to print this number. I have told you, you have done this program. For that, what is the solution? T is equals to T plus I, where I should start from 1. I should be less than or equals to give a number 14. Okay. Then what will your T will look like? T will look like 1, 2, 3, 4 string concatenated, right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and simply tell T dot length, you will get the answer. We have done this. But imagine, what if your n value was 1, 0, 2, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7. What if it was very big? Don't you think your for loop will execute for these many times? Right? Your for loop will execute for so many times. Yes, that is not good. If you tell n value is 1 crore, it will execute for 1 crore times. Yes, that is not efficient, right? Then what's the efficient way? I want you to think. I want you to think, develop the logic. One day you have time. Okay, this doesn't depend upon any string concept. It's not difficult. It's all maths. Okay, you have to start to think now. Okay, so please think about that. As of now, what I'll do is I'll write a program. Right, I will do like this. We have to do a program to print the powers of 2. That is, what are the powers of 2? 2 power 0. Then I have to print 2 power 1. I have to print 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4, and up to 2 power 10. I want to print to the user. I want to print to the screen. Okay. So how to do that? Definitely there is a for loop, right? So I'll write a for loop. Okay. Int. Can you see the number which is changing? That I should make it as a variable. Okay. So for int, I should start from which number? 0. I should be less than or equals to give a number 10. They have told 10. I'll write 10. I plus plus. Okay. Then system.out.print, what I want to print, 2 to the power something. For that you have inbuilt method math.power. Okay, 2 to the power something. What is that something? That is the I. So what will happen now? Right now, what will happen is I value starts from 0. What is 2 to the power 0? This. I will increment to 1. What is 2 to the power 1? Like this, So this way. Please take this screenshot once. I hope you have taken the screenshot, So if I write here on for loop where int I should start from 0, okay, I is less than or equal to the number 10, I plus plus, okay. So here I can write system.out.println, okay, math. I'll be printing the result. And what's the result? That integer type result is nothing but math.power, okay, 2 to the comma I, 2 to the power I. Initial I value is 0, so 2 power 0 is 1, 2 power 1 is 2, 2 power 2 is 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, like that it will go on. But can anyone just guess here and tell me, will it tell compilation problem or compilation error? Right? Watch here carefully. What will happen? Let's see. It is telling compilation error. Why? Incompatible types, because I told you your math.power, it returns a double value. So it is telling positive logic conversion from where? From double to integer. This power is a double value, it will give a double value. How can you store it in integer? That is why let's typecast this. I'll typecast it to int here. So now what happens? Double value is converted to integer, then given to integer. No problem. Okay. So if I compile and execute, I'll be getting the output. You can take this screenshot. Okay. See, 2 power 0 is 1. So 2 power 10 is 1 MB. So where should I do it? Okay. Yes. Take the screenshot. So that's it for today. Okay. That's it for today. Tomorrow the homework which I given, that you try and come. It's very difficult. Try it. Okay. Tomorrow I'll try to give the logic. It's very difficult. Okay. So see you tomorrow. Okay.